What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Finned Up. I am your host, Brian Mochak, and on this one, we will be discussing Joe Elite Flacco and the Cleveland Browns absolutely walloping the New York Jets on Thursday Night Football. Let's get into it. Julie, do the thing!
There's the dunk and the shoulder right there. Damon Shelton got
Finned Up.
First off, if you're a Jets fan who happened to find this video, I would highly suggest turning it off because it's gonna get rough for you. Glad to see the Browns break out the white chocolate Reese's uniforms for this playoff clinching game. Joe Flacco continues his storybook run from driving his kids around to driving the Browns offense down the field. He was 19 for 29 with 309 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception against an apparently good Jets defense, including a 50-yard catch and run where old man Joe showed that he can still move, and Jerome Ford, built Ford tough, powered his way into the end zone through multiple defenders. After the Browns win over the Texans on Christmas Eve, Myles Garrett said that their offense looked like it was a video game. After watching film on the Jets all week, he said their offense looked like a board game. Much like when I play board games, the Browns defense just flipped the table and destroyed everything, holding the Jets offense to just 13 points offensively. Jim Shore showed that he's one of the best defensive coordinators in the league, as his defense continues to play incredible despite several key injuries. Nathaniel Hackett showed that he is one of the worst offensive coordinators in the league, having multiple pre-snap penalties and unforced mental errors in Week 17. The Browns forced 2 turnovers and really had the Jets by the balls. Ironic, considering Deshaun Watson hasn't been on the field in quite some time. I grew up in Northeast Ohio, and I currently live in Cleveland. Joe Flacco is the best quarterback I've ever seen in a Browns uniform personally. Get rid of Watson, extend Flacco, have him teach DTR for the future. This is the way.
This is the way.
Kevin Stefanski and Joe Flacco sealed a playoff berth for the Browns with their 11th win of the year, and Stefanski should be a shoo-in for Coach of the Year, and Joe Flacco should be a shoo-in for Comeback Player of the Year. Sorry, DeMar Hamlin, but it should go to Flacco. Jets quarterback Zach Babyface Wilson is out the second week in a row with a concussion, and after watching what the Dolphins defense did to him, I don't blame him for never wanting to play football ever again. In the preseason, Jets cornerback DJ Reed compared their defense to the '85 Bears. If you don't count losing 10 games, being 14th in points allowed, and being eliminated from playoff contention in Week 15, then yeah, just like the '85 Bears. I don't remember the '85 Bears defense giving up 27 points and 296 passing yards in a half, not even to the original Danny Dimes. I must give credit though to head coach Robert Saleh and GM Joe Douglas. They really have done a good job with the Jets, and they have at least 6 wins over the past 2 years. A significant improvement from the previous 7 years where they had 5 or less wins 6 times. But hey Saleh, you may have lost the game, but at least your guys played hard.
fuck you.
One last thing before I go. It was announced a few weeks ago that Al Michaels was having his NBC playoff game taken away from him, and rumors were circulating that this might be his last game ever calling an NFL game. If that is the case, I just want to show my respect to him. He's one of the best play-by-play calls of all time and my personal favorite. His career is almost as impressive as him, making it to 79 years old despite never knowingly eating a vegetable. Thank you for all the great calls over the year, Al, and I appreciate everything you've done. Best of luck going forward. All right, everybody, that is the last Thursday night recap of the year. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. I've had a lot of fun making these, so I really hope that you've had a lot of fun watching them. If you did have fun, make sure you check out some of my other videos, and I will see you all after the Dolphins game. I love you all. Bye.